Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel, Coffee Tea Paper. My name's Louise, and before we get into our journal prompt for the coming week, I just had a bit of show and tell. Now, I've had a lovely week. I've met up with one of my very good journaling buddies, Roz, and we had a lovely day together. We went and had coffee in town, and then we made our way to the library, to the art gallery, and there's a creative space there that you can book which overlooks the Brisbane River, and it's just beautiful. And we had a wonderful afternoon, probably doing more talking than journaling, but there was a bit of journaling as well. And then later in the week, I met up with another journaling friend, Julia, who is also a friend of the channel. We met up, and because we had done a joint order together with Sarica Studio, because the shipping between the US and Australia is quite horrendous. But if you halve it with a journal buddy, all of a sudden it's just a bit more reasonable. So I just want to do a little bit of show and tell. I don't know why I've got that there. I also received my very first Christmas card of the year from Sylvia, who is the co-founder of the Southeast Queensland Journal Keepers group with me. So that was a really lovely surprise, and I love how this person has on their wall portraits of their pets, but also the Mona Lisa. Yes. So that was a lovely surprise. And then I'll start with Roz's Christmas gift to me, because I saw Roz first, and she gave me this beautiful little May Gibbs Gumnut Baby bookmark. And May Gibbs, yeah, it says here, May Gibbs is one of Australia's best loved classic children's book writers and artists. And at some point, if you have grown up in Australia, you will have come across May Gibbs and her Gumnut Babies. And yeah, it's just beautiful, beautiful illustrations using Australian native flora and fauna, and yes, gorgeous. And I love bookmarks, not only for using as a traditional bookmark, but also they make really nice tip-ins or additions to your journals. So I will probably use this one for a little bit, and then it will end up going in a journal before it gets too scuffed up, because it's a very precious gift. And Roz also gave me a lovely Christmas card as well, so I need to put that up. That's my first proper Christmas card, so I'll be hanging that up. And she put in a few lovely goodies. She got a new pet tape, so she says shared some samples of that. But also, look, I love the bag. Look, with this little dove on it in these beautiful colours. But she also gave me, here are the pet tapes. Love those colours. Most lovely, unique stamp. So it's an illuminated letter, and of course it's the letter L for Louise. And I've never seen anything like it, and it's so lovely. I love it so much, and it's incredibly intricately detailed, as illuminated letters are, but it stamps very nicely, really crisp. Yeah, and it's got those little ridges so you can really get a good grip to stamp. So I just love that. So I'm not going to put that too far away. I'm going to put it right in front of me on my little shelf there so I can see. And then later in the week, I met up with Julia, and so we did a joint order, as I said, from Sarica Studio. They were so kind. They wrapped each of our orders individually and treated them as though they were two separate orders, even though we were sharing postage. And so, yes, beautifully wrapped in this paper. You can see I've tried to extract it without ruining it too much. And they popped in a little thank you card to each of us with a lovely little note. And I love this note, and look how beautiful the writing is. I mean, I've watched Sarica for such a long time on YouTube. I couldn't even tell you how long. So it's really lovely to have another one of her journals and some stickers. But she says, "Hi Louise, a friend of Julia's is a friend of ours. Please enjoy the extra sticker sheet. Thank you so much for supporting our small business. Love, Sarica," and Sam, who is her husband. And a lovely little sampler here. And then what I ended up getting was an additional journal, the 52 GSM Tamari River paper. The other confession I have is I haven't actually worked out what I'm doing next year for my 2025 journals. Yeah, I know. I have to do a video on that. What would I say? I haven't worked out anything. Help. So the sticker sheets I ended up getting, autumn plaid, autumn plaid dots, because you know how much I love my dots. And they're on this clear, almost like washi or matte pet type finish paper. So they'll be translucent. And I just love these colors. Look at this with the browns and the olivey greens and beiges. Gorgeous. And then I also got this colorful, now just spoiler alert, they're all dots, colorful map dot stickers. And they do have some with a lot of color in it and some that are a little bit more muted. And for those of you who don't know, I actually, in a former life, used to be a demographer, statistician, and digital cartographer, so a digital map maker. So maps always hold a special place in my heart. Next, I got poetry dot stickers, so with just different sized fonts and slightly different colored backgrounds, really lovely neutral colors. And finally, I got some autumn poetry dots, which are all the same size font but have the variation in the colorway and these beautiful golds and beiges and greens. So yeah, super loving that. And then when I caught up with Julia, she also had a little packet of just gorgeous goodies to share with me, which was very kind of her, in all lovely sort of greens and those sorts of shades, including this postcard with cafe latte and vanilla latte. So I love these. I mean, I could even potentially cut this in half and use it in my journal as tip-ins or just as journaling cards. Really lovely. These, I think this is a set, but these gorgeous little layering memo sheets that all work together. So cute. They're a little bit Miffy-esque, aren't they? With the tulips and the animals there. And some lovely samples of some washi memo notes featuring birds and bunnies. Look at these. I think this is the one from the story of the seven swans, or the seven princesses. Just beautiful, and the paper's so lovely. Greenery on these lovely tags. Julia's a very keen gardener with a very green thumb. I see her gardening posts and I am quite envious. She seems to manage to keep everything alive and thriving, something which I struggle to do. And then a whole bunch of really lovely sticker flakes. Put them on the white. I've changed my background at the moment because the felt was making me feel a bit hot with the summer. So I've just got this like pleather something. This looks very Dutch to me with this flat landscape and windmills and water and just a big sky and the car going. So lots of lovely bookstore. These are very European buildings. Oops. Postcard stand. Lovely chair. Camera. A little music shop. Some sort of delicious dessert item. Some toadstools. Bit of a cozy cafe window. And a lovely cozy table at night. Life story. Yeah, so that was lovely of Julia to think of me and share some of her lovely journaling goodies with me as well. So that is my lovely show and tell for this week. And it's now probably time to get into our journal prompt. For the second half of this year, I've been using my Tokyo one. For the first half, I was using the Hotel Kanaya. So let's see. Let's see what we have. Well, that is some really, really majestic landscape there. Amazing. It reminds me a bit of South America, of the Andes, like going down through Chile, or maybe even the Swiss Alps. Just, yeah, nothing like making you feel small and insignificant to stand in front of a giant mountain range. Let's see. That's an attributed quote from Anne de Leclerc. Silence is not an absence, but a presence, not an emptiness, but repletion. That's a really, really powerful quote. Gosh. Okay, I am going to go. Oh, I wanted to say too, but hang on. I'll just go and put some things together about this. But the other exciting thing is if you don't know, if you're not aware yet, Ali from Dabbling in Journals is back. Yes, I was so happy to see that she had posted a video, and I'm actually very grateful that she chose to share with us where she's been and what she's been doing and why she hasn't been on YouTube. She, of course, has no obligation to share that with us at all. It is completely private, and if she had chosen not to, I would have totally have understood. But oh, look, my heart just went out to her and her family with what they've been experiencing this year. But I tried while she was not on YouTube to just keep in touch, basically, just touch base with her now and again, just by sending a happy mail or something along those lines. But I'm so happy that she is back in her safe place, in her happy place, doing what she loves, doing what we all love in our journals. Yes, I really overjoyed to see her back here in our journaling community, and we're quite a supportive bunch, which is nice. So yes, so if you don't already, go and check out her journaling videos, and if you are a regular Ali viewer and you didn't realize, sometimes the YouTube doesn't exactly tell you the things you want to see. Yeah, go and check out. She's got 2 videos out. Anyway, I am going to go and put together some things about this. Gather your own supplies, and I will see you soon. Alright, my friends, I am back, and I decided that I really wanted to use some of the things that have been gifted to me during the week. So I just started looking through, and I thought I'd work around this memo that Julia gave me, and then try and bring in a bit more blue, but also, work with the green that's in the memo, or maybe this grey. And I thought I'll try and use a couple of these, maybe these map dot stickers, maybe even one of the lad stickers. And I have been Roz didn't give this to me during the week, but Roz gave this to me a while ago, and I have been absolutely hoarding it because I love it so much. But I decided, because it's about absence, not about experiencing silence, not as an absence but a presence, it kind of implies that you may be somewhere by yourself. And so I didn't really want to put in, because I love putting in those girl stickers or people stickers, and I didn't want to do that. But I always think it helps to have a focal point on your spread, and I decided that this little fellow would be the perfect muse for that this week. I think I will try and very carefully remove it from the backing that Roz has put it on, because I would also like to cut her chop stamp out to put on the page with her artwork. Anyway, that's the vague plan. And then I also bought these spritzers a little while ago, and I keep forgetting to play with them. And I was playing with them to make a Christmas card last weekend, and I thought, oh, I might try and put that in my journal. The only thing is, it dries better on some papers than others, so we'll see. There might be a bit of a pause between when I spray and coming back, but we'll see. Now, I will try to avoid the sound here because it has a metal ball in it to mix up the whatever is in it. my goodness, he's so beautiful. I love him so much. Alright, my friends, after a little bit of a whoopsie down here, presents, I actually decided to go over the writing and make it look a little, like, not try to hit every letter perfectly, but try and give it a little bit of blurriness to help disguise this mistake, but also adjust to give it a bit of that, what do they call it, like an offset kind of look. Anyway, it's a pretty simple spread. I'm not going to beat around the bush, but I love it so much. It's so full of meaning. I really, really like this quote. I don't really have much to reflect on it, but I think it's going to stick with me for more than just this week, I have to say. I really, really like it. I mean, journaling in itself is quite an individual activity. It's quite an introverted activity, and I think as journalists, silence and uh, not having other people uh, with us while we're enjoying our pastime is something that we're probably all quite familiar with, but that also then highlights those times when you find people who also enjoy the same things that you enjoy, and those times when you can come together and you can talk about what journaling means to you, why you keep certain journals, or whether it's just stationery and what's your latest favorite find, and sharing that knowledge and sharing the things that you have to put in your journals. And it's a really, really precious thing. So for this page, for me, I've put in things that I've been gifted this week by my journaling friends. And yes, so it might look very simple, but for me, this page is quite meaningful and very special. I did want to put my new stamp on just because I love it, but I would just be putting it on because I love it, and I would probably like to, when I first use it in a spread, to give it a bit of the moment on the stage, so to speak. So it will be going in my memory keeping journal for the first time. So I'm actually going to leave those this page here. Let me know how you go with this quote. And have you ever met up with a journaling friend or buddy? And it's fun, isn't it? Anyway, I will say thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being my journal buddy. I will see you in the next video. If you haven't already and you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give me a like. If you would like to subscribe, it's always appreciated. And of course, I love reading your comments. I will see you next time. Bye!